Could you state your name and grade, please?
My name's Lamar Thorin. I'm a freshman at Michigan State University.
How would you describe your transition from 5th to 6th grade?
5th to 6th grade. Well, that was a big transition in my life because you got to think you're going from elementary school to middle school. And the way that my elementary school was run, you only have one core teacher, really, that teaches you math, science, history, and then you got an art teacher and a gym teacher. So most of the day, you're in one classroom. But when I went to 6th grade, I learned that it's different, that you have 6 hours, and each hour you have a different teacher, so you have to go class to class, you have to manage your time. And I would say it was a smooth transition, though. It took me about a month to get acclimated to my surroundings.
Now, could you describe your transition from middle to high school?
Middle to high school, no, that was a very big transition because in middle school, when you're leaving middle school, you're in 8th grade, so you're going from the top dog to 9th grade, which is the bottom of the food chain in high school. So it's kind of rough getting adjusted to how everything's run, how people interact with each other. It's a lot different. People are more mature. There's a lot more things you can do in high school rather than in middle school. Sports are more serious. There's a lot of clubs that you can attend. But I will say that it was a rough transition from 8th grade to 9th grade. But when I got adjusted to my surroundings, I did thrive.
Now, could you describe your transition from high school to college?
I will say from high school to college, the transition was not as rough as I expected it to be because in high school I attended another program. It's called DCMST, Dearborn Center for Science, Math, and Technology. And basically in this program, we would go there half of the day for 4 years. And it would be accelerated classes, accelerated programs. And these are classes that I see in college today, which got me ready and prepared on how to study, how to stay knowledgeable in these classes.
How stressed do you think you are compared to in elementary, middle, and high school?
I would say probably more stressed, but not for the reason being more stressful things happening. It's just, in elementary school, really, what do you have to be stressed about? Running out of Capri Suns? In middle school, you may have been bullied a little bit. High school is when stress really starts to pile up because that's when you have to start multitasking with things, doing more things at once. And I forgot the question.
How stressed are you now compared to?
So back to what I was saying. I would say I'm more stressed because college, there's a lot going on. You're off away from your family. You're by yourself. Things you got to get done. There's no one pushing you to do it. It's either you get it done or it's just not going to get done. And at times that can be stressful, but stress is good sometimes.
What do you do when you're stressed to help relieve it?
Well, I like to think of myself as an artist, so whenever I feel stressed, I just get my notebook, my paper, and pen, and I just write down things that I'm thinking. It could be about a girl, it could be about homework, it could be about anything, and I turn it into songs. And I'm a suburban dude, so if you want to hear a song right now, I can definitely preview a song.
How would you say your community helped you through stress? Examples of your community include family, friends, etc.
My community. I would say my community really does help with stress, and this is at the family, friends, and even whole community, the city level, because in my community it's very tightly knit. So everyone knows everyone and everyone's social, so things go around, and if you're down, most people help to bring you back up, to make you happy, to make you positive, to live a stress-free life, to live a healthy life. That is it, my friend.
Could you state your name and grade, please?
I'm Jared West, and I attend Michigan State University. I'm a freshman.
How would you describe your transition from 5th to 6th grade?
Fifth grade, in elementary school, it was more so very activity-based. It's basically something for us to do all day. So we got, as grades, we got numbers instead of letters. Transition to 6th grade, we started to get letters, and it actually meant something.
Could you now describe your transition from middle school to high school?
My transition, I struggled for my transition, my first 2 years transitioning into high school. I didn't do too well because work became a lot harder, and more frequent than in middle school.
And could you describe your transition from high school to college?
My transition from high school to college is very similar because I went to preparatory school, which prepared me for college. So I was receiving like university-based work in high school, so I'm able to maintain myself.
How do you feel your stress level is now compared to elementary, middle, and high school?
For me, my stress level was high in high school because I didn't know what my next move was because school is no longer mandatory after high school. So I needed to look into the future.
What do you do when you're stressed to help relieve it?
I tend to what do? I play basketball. That's my stress reliever. Going on the court is tend to be my stress reliever.
How would you say your community helped you through your stress? Your community could be your friends, your family, or etc.
My friends basically took my mind off of it by just being around me and make me laugh and be happy. Because nothing really brings me down. I smile at everything. So my family were kind of added on to the stress because they wanted me to be better than what I was in high school. But now that I've made it to where I am now, I'm feeling great about myself.
Could you please state your name and grade?
I'm Kia. I'm a college freshman.
And how would you describe your transition from 5th to 6th grade?
From 5th to 6th grade, it's pretty smooth, I guess.
How would you describe your transition from 8th to 9th grade?
8th to 9th grade was a little bit more rough because I went to another school district, didn't really know anyone. In terms of like the work, it wasn't that much of a difference.
And what about from 9th grade to college?
9th grade to college, it was like different just based on like the high school experience versus the college experience. So it's like a different level of academics, atmosphere, culture.
How stressed do you think you are now compared to elementary, middle, and high school?
Very. Just because of the workload.
What do you do when you're stressed to help relieve it?
I eat or sleep or watch Netflix.
How would you say your community helped you through your stress?
My community helped me with my stress because it's kind of the feeling like we're all stressed, so it's like we all understand each other.
And who would you say your community is?
The people who go to my school, my friends and family.
All right, thank you.